Hi everyone, it's Sunday night, September 23rd, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. Starting with Europe this week, editor Andrea Guolo sets the scene on the evening of Lineapel, which starts this coming week. He reports that the fair will probably be very telling for the cow selection in Europe and that prices will depend on what happens at the fair. Speaking of Lineapel, HideNet will report from the fair each day, so keep an eye on the website for the latest news from Milan this year. Otherwise, Andrea says that some other selections are doing very well, and he lays out what is going on in the leather sector in Italy, which is very interesting, so you'll want to read his analysis. He also notes that acquisitions will be a big topic of discussion in Milan this week. Turning to South America, Latin American editor Ronald Guiel reports that prices remain stable and that there are a few changes in movement in the market. In addition, the global market is still putting a lot of pressure on the price of TR1. Elsewhere in Latin America, we have the latest on Argentina's monetary situation, as well as news about growth in Argentina's cattle inventory. We also have statistics on the recent addition of Sapica in Mexico and a story on Uruguayan leather exports, which actually shrank by 16% in August. In the United States, prices were mixed this week, with some selections clinging to steady, while a few others eased further, and a couple actually made some gains. Heavy Texas steers were one of the selections that were able to keep steady levels, trading for $34. Other hides that are more used by the automotive sector edged higher, regaining anything they lost the previous week. The export sales report was better this time around than in previous weeks, with sales exceeding slaughter, and shipment levels were also good. That said, the tariffs with China became an issue for sellers with regard to prices and sales. And as always, we lay out the forecast for next week in the report and why we think it will be that way. It's valuable information, and you'll definitely want to read it. So if you haven't already had a trial, sign up on HideNet.com right now. With that, that's all we have for this week. And until next Sunday, good night from HideNet.